Hey guys, welcome back to the news. Today is November 7th, 2023, and the news is brought to you by Analogue Spotlight, a group of photographic retailers and manufacturers who have joined together to support analog photographic media and help keep analog photography thriving worldwide. The brands are Cameradactyl, Kosmo, Foto, Chroma Cameras, Reveni Labs, RealitySoSubtle, Intrepid Cameras, Pixl-ltr, Brooklyn Film Camera, ONDU Cameras, Standard Cameras, 20th Century Cameras, Pictoriographica, Analogue, Wonderland, Cinestill, Large Format Camera Store, Carmencita, Film Lab, RH Designs, Imago, and Alvandi Cameras. First of all, before I start the news, I want to thank everybody that pitched in to thank me and what I do here at the news and my integrity. It wasn't that it affects me terribly, but I did want to clear the air because I do take the news quite seriously. That's why I wear a suit. That's always been the whole point of it, is even though it's a bit of a tongue-in-cheek, I do take news very seriously and I enjoy doing so. So, let's start with also thanking people that subscribe to the newsletter. I'll leave a link below, but my newsletter is so far not being sent at all. But the idea is that I can reach out to you guys for some cool news or things that I might not have time to do through video, and also future articles, things like that on my website. So if you want to go ahead, I won't probably be selling you anything. You can go ahead and hit the, subscribe to my newsletter down there. So, people did send me quite a lot of news this week, so let's start. We have Blackbox 35 and 120. So what is Blackbox? Blackbox is a device that helps you digitize film. It's a light source with a film holder per se, and then a tubes and adapters to the lens you're using. So this is for digitizing film. It reminds me a bit of other products that you see in the market, but this one is using a conventional market film holder. If I'm not mistaken, the 120 is a Canon something for 120 film, and it uses masks to mask into 6x6, 6x7, so on. This has been available through Etsy for a little while, but the person behind it, if I'm not mistaken, Dimitri, has reached out and told me that he's going to be launching on a website, so I'm letting you guys know. He's got a version for 35, 35X, which I don't know if that means panoramic, and a 120. Prices are quite affordable. Everything seems to be 3D printed as far as I've seen, but we do know that you can make quite quality products from 3D printing, so you can go check it out. It's called Blackbox. I'll leave the link below. Then we have another 3D printed gizmo that's super cool, and I've mentioned in the news, but someone sent me the link again, and I think it's cool to recheck it every now and then, which is the OKTO35. This is a 35mm motion picture camera. And I don't cover motion picture a lot in the news because it's a world that kind of is, I'm not so aware of, and I don't even know where to subscribe or follow to know what the news could be. But this OKTO35 is a do-it-yourself kind of 3D printed motion picture camera that shoots 35mm traditional rolls, so the 35mm rolls that you put on your camera, like a Canon A1, but it does like 8mm slots in 4 passes. So it does like a whole roll in 8mm, then it moves the window to the next 8mm, then it moves the window to the next 8mm, and so on. Not only that, but then it serves as a scanner. It has a function that you can like revert, and you put a light source and you scan the images with a self-timer. It's pretty cool. I would suggest you follow the YouTube channel. He has all kinds of videos about like how he's made this. He's making Mark III with a crystal sink for the film. So instead of having film register be a little wobbly when he scans or shoots, sorry, it will be way more precise. And actually, if you look at the video he put, it's really, really cool and seems to be very precise. Very cool stuff, I think made in Slovenia, which is always really cool to see things done in, Europe, not just in the US, which is most things usually come from, at least the most noise. Then we have from America, Cameradactyl with the ABQ box camera. So if you don't know what a Afghan box or minutera in Spanish is, it's a camera that has a darkroom built in. So it's kind of like a camera obscura where you kind of focus and then you put a piece of paper. Obviously, this has to be done in the dark, and then you shoot and then you develop it. The only difference is Cameradactyl has made this have like the multiple chemicals, but also it is made out of plywood, kind of like a do-it-yourself kit. and it has one hole only to put your arm and focus and do all this stuff. But he also sells it pre-assembled, so it's pretty cool if you want to go check it out. It's $625 US with no panel on the side, and $650 with the panel opening on the side. I guess the panel is if you want to show people the results when you put it into the last chemical step. He is doing reversal paper, so he's getting a normal piece of paper and then doing the reversal to get the positive instead of a negative. Traditional cámara minuteras or ABQ cameras would re-photograph the image, the negative, and create a positive. By double negative is a positive. But this one is, at least in his video, is showing to do it directly to positive. It's pretty cool. If you ask me, there's a whole video in an Instant YouTube channel explaining how the camera works and operates with Ethan from the Cameradactyl and so on. So I'll leave a link below. Then we have the Harman news is now officially has a date. So Harman has been sending postcards, as you've seen on my YouTube channel and other people's social media. Now we have a photo of like some sort of orange blob with a bird, and it says 1st of December. So that is the date that this will be released. Obviously, I know what it is, but I can't tell you till the 1st of December. So you have to wait and see. I do still love seeing the predictions people are making about what Ilford or Harman Technologies is going to announce in that date. Then we have the Imago processor has 18 hours left. If you haven't seen what the Imago processor is, it's a motor and computer developing machine. It's a processor, or sort of like a processor, which you insert into a, let's see, Patterson tank. And you can develop black and white, C41, E6, or ECN2 with a sensor probe that will tell you what the temperature is and adjust the time for that specific temperature to be as exact as possible. It's on, like I said, it's on Indiegogo for another 18 hours, or actually, yeah, I think it's Indiegogo. And you can see a pretty cool video made by Kyle McDougall on YouTube about how to use it and the benefits of it. So you can check that at the link below. Then Film Ferrania is doing a factory open day. December 2nd, you can go see, I guess, as much as they want to show you. And they also are going to be giving you a preview of the new P33 and P36 film. From that, I guess it's a black and white film. I've read online it can be 160 and 320 ISO. Don't know if they're going to continue with the traditional ISOs that those films used to be, because these are films that existed in Ferrania lineup, or it's going to be 400 and 800 film. But it's pretty cool to see, and also it's cool that Ferrania has this open day that you can go see the factory. I'm planning on going, but not December 2nd. I just bought a house and I'm moving to a house, so that's news from my side. Then we have Sanrio Hello Kitty cameras. So camera refinisher, production refurbisher, retrospect, I can't even give you a proper name, has made a special edition Sanrio Hello Kitty camera set. It has a Polaroid 600 with Hello Kitty, and then a reusable disposable camera, the classic 31mm f9 1/120th of a second camera with the Hello Kitty covers for you to purchase. They are quite affordable. I think the reusable is like $59 and the Polaroid is like 100 something 9. But you can go check it out if you're a fan of Sanrio or Hello Kitty and get the whole thing. There's also a cassette player if you're into that stuff, but this is more like about film. Then somebody sent me an email about the Elevan, it's not 11, it's Elevan with the A, projectors. This is something I've seen somewhere a while ago, but now that they reached out, I remember to put it in the news. This is a projector box that has some sort of LED light source on the back, and you attach it to cameras and it projects slides. At least in the case of the EMP 4.0, is made for the RB67 without modifying the camera. You can attach it like a mini graph lock. I guess you open the lens to shoot and you project into the wall. If you're into projecting slides in 2023, which I know is something that people want to do, you can project either 35, 6x7, 6x6 with these. And they actually make like Bronica ones and Hasselblad ones and stuff like that. You can check the link below. Then someone has reached out to me that said that they brought back Aerocolor, Aerochrome. So not exactly because as you know, Aerochrome was a film that was sold by, or coded and sold by Kodak. It was originally made for surveillance, air surveillance, because it would basically show you the live greens and the dead greens different color. So you could shoot this and see the military people with the cut trees hiding a tank or hiding something in a bunker. And this film is really cool and was made popular by a couple photographers that shot it, one in the Congo and stuff like that. I have a book about it, it's amazing. But this, what it does is it makes all the greens that have, I guess, IR or what, I'm not good at this. It makes them red, and it makes the skin colors slightly yellow and stuff like that. And people love this film, but it's discontinued. And now rolls on eBay go for, I don't know how many hundreds of euros and so on. So he has basically made a existing film. He's made some chemical, I guess, gizmo to make the film look like Aerocolor. And once you scan them, they don't look amazing, but then you can edit it a little bit and they look pretty decent considering that Aerocolor is super expired and this film is now available. It is only in 35mm film. It's $23 US. The only results we have is coming from the website. It's an Etsy website, so you can buy a roll and test it out and let me know. It might not be a thing. I hope it is. But as you know, I like to see reviews when these things come out. But it is available through, the company is called Modified Film, and it comes from some NASCAR modified cars. I guess they had a B league in the NASCAR of people without real budgets. But it's pretty cool. Aerocolor is back, and not from Kodak, but from somebody else. It's kind of cool to see. Also, someone shared, this is a piece of news, and I will tell the truth, it's Stenopeika 8x10 Air Force camera. Stenopeika releases cameras almost weekly, and it's really hard for me to follow. So I am really sorry if I do forget some of these, and this camera, maybe I've already mentioned it in the news, but if it is new, there you go. It's around 1,000 euros, 8x10 camera, which is pretty good price, made by Stenopeika in Italy, handmade. And like I said, I think they also have a 5x7, but I've lost track of their naming and their website. I just don't know what's new and what's not. It'd be great to be able to follow up, but it's hard for me. That's why sometimes I don't report on Stenopeika. Then we have, talking about 8x10, we have Polaroid with a 8x10 Duochrome. As we know, Polaroid is continuing the 8x10 Polaroid production. It's handmade, it's super slow, it's super expensive, but this Duochrome is yellow and black, so it gives you that cool color. And I think it came out in 600, but honestly, I don't really care about 600 film, but I do care about 8x10 film. So this is 8x10 Polaroid film that you use the two substance, you put it through the processor, and out comes a Duochrome from Polaroid. So that's kind of cool if you ask me. And honestly, it's $240, $50, so $25 a shot. It used to be really expensive. Nowadays, with the prices of color film and 8x10, is actually reasonable, or similar at least. But yeah, that's been the news for today. As always, if you can send an email to the email below, I appreciate it. I do read it and put it here in the news. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.